allemaal, welkom bij deze nieuwe aflevering van Screenext. We zitten hier met de filmmaker Axel Steinmueller. Hij heeft de film Why Siegfried's Teitelbaum het Doedij gemaakt. So Axel, how are you?
I'm pretty fine, to be honest. Happy to be here in Hilversum.
Is it your first time in the Netherlands?
No, it's not my first time. I've been to the beaches once in the south of the Netherlands.
Okay, and was it hard to make your movie?
In a way, it was difficult because, I mean, we realized the movie with only 30,000 euro cash money.
Mm-hmm.
And all, you know, basically everybody worked for free, so to say.
Oh.
And since we wanted to give the people who joined the crew and the cast give the opportunity to, you know, get their money for the rent and, you know, for the living, so we didn't shoot during a week. We only shoot on the weekends to make it possible. So we used 22 weekends all in all to do the shoot itself. And then, of course, we had the whole post-production process as well.
Are your partners German or international, or do you use your friends for making the movie?
No, actually, there are no friends. I mean, they're not in the literal sense. I mean, there's some of the actors I knew from before, and some of the crew members I also knew before. And then I asked them if they would like to join the project. And it's a German project, I would say. There is some, like one of the leading actors, he's Swiss, but that's not really international, so to say.
What was your function between the process to making the movie? Are you only the director, or did you everything right?
No, I wrote the script, and I'm also the director, and I'm also the executive producer. So I had actually three roles to do during the whole. And I'm basically in charge.
Okay. And was it your first time to make a movie?
Yeah, this is my first movie I ever made in my whole life. Yeah.
So how did you sign in by the SCENECS Film Festival?
Well, after the film was finished, of course we were thinking about bringing the film to the festivals, and we searched the internet, and we went country by country. So when we hooked up, you know, film festivals in the Netherlands, SCENECS popped up, and we thought, okay, we are first-time filmmakers, so it's a good reason to submit the film to SCENECS.
And what was your inspiration to making the movie?
That's a hard question. Actually, well, I had this strange idea about a professional hitman who is also a drawing artist, and this was the initial idea. And time after time, when I started writing, of course, all my experience for my whole life, all my influences, actually drove me into this direction. How the film is now, or how the script was when we start shooting, and yeah, it's basically. In a way, it's a sum up of my whole life experience, even if I've never been a gangster.
Never been a gangster, okay. Are you busy with a new movie or a next project?
Well, I have several projects in my mind, but I have to start writing them. And but now we are on the festival circuit, so the accent in my whole life. I mean, the work I have to do is to, you know, being present at the festivals and also try to get distribution for this film.
Is that with the same team or with other people?
No, I mean, we have several people working for us freelance to get the film somewhere, but basically the work is
by your own.
By my own, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I have people who support me, but I mean, since I'm the executive producer, I have to do it. I mean, that's my job.
And actually, why did you become a filmmaker?
Good question. Well, I've been in the entertainment business now almost 30 years, and I had a career going on in Germany as a actor and as a presenter. And well, a couple of years ago, I started writing, like scripts for events and trade fair shows. And so after all, I mean, then one of the companies I was working as a presenter approached me if I can do, like corporate films, little corporate films. And so I did. And after a time, I thought, well, now I did a corporate film, which doesn't have to do anything with feature films. And then I decided to do this film, Why Siegfried Teitelbaum Had to Die. And at the beginning was only a short movie.
Yes.
But then one of my partners said, well, why are we not doing a feature film? And I said, well, but then we said, yes, we're going to do it. And we took the risk to do a feature film just like that, without any preparation. Most of the time, the people do short films, which is pretty good and pretty okay. But we for ourselves, we decide, no, we're not giving time for short films. We just do a feature. Come on, let's do it. We just did it. This is it.
That's very cool. About your budget, because it was 13,000 euros.
Yeah.
Is that a lot or just a little bit for a film?
That's actually nothing. Actually, it's enough. I mean, if you consider American circumstances, a low-budget movie is about, as far as I know, around 1 to 2 million. Is a low-budget movie if you consider Hollywood circumstances. But with 2 millions, regular films are made in Germany with 2 millions. That's not so. But nevertheless, 30,000 is nothing. You can't. You cannot do a movie with only 30,000 euro unless there are people who are really willing to put their effort and their time and their energy into that project, which all the people who've been to the crew and the cast did at the very end. And we had several other companies who gave us free help, like De Facto Motion, which is one of the biggest post-production companies in Germany, and they did the whole color correction. We ran out of money at the very end.
Yes.
To be honest, we were totally finished with the movie. The music was done, the editing was done, everything was done, and then the only thing what was missing was the color correction.
Oh.
And so we got lucky in a way, because I met an old friend of mine who's actually the boss of De Facto Motion. We studied together years back, and now he is the boss of this company. And I told him, listen, Vahid, we have this problem.
Yes.
And he said, yeah, we're going to do it. And so they did it for free, the whole color correction. And Niklas Veiten, who was actually the color corrector in charge, he did a good, amazing job. And so we, after a while, we were finished with the movie.
Why is SCENECS so important for you?
Well, I think if you're a new filmmaker, and especially for independent filmmakers from Europe, I think it's quite important that there are festivals like SCENECS who give short filmmakers, crazy people like me who are doing feature films with that kind of small budget. It's a really big chance to have festivals like SCENECS, because they give you a chance to show your work. Otherwise, I think independent movies or movies who been produced on a small budget don't have a chance to be shown to several audiences. And I think it's really good that this festival is here.
And do you want to join us next year?
Well, if I have a film ready until then, a new one, I try as far as I have a writer asked me if I want to be the director of a short movie he has been written, and maybe we get this thing done until the next submission process starts for SCENECS. Probably, I don't know. I can't tell at the moment, but I would like to.
Yesterday was a screening of your movie. What was your opinion about it?
About the screening?
Yes.
Well, as far as I could feel the emotions of the people and how the Q&A went, it seemed to be that people did like the movie, and because they asked a lot of questions. And I had a long chat afterwards, after the Q&A, with a couple of guys from here, from Hilversum and from the Netherlands. And they, they said they really liked it and they would like to see it again. Unfortunately, I cannot tell where the next festival is or where you can see the movie next time.
No, we understand. Well, Axel, I would like to thank you for this Q&A.
Thank you.
Nou, beste kijkers, hartstikke bedankt voor het kijken. En graag tot de volgende keer.